So, today I have this. This is a Tomy Compu-Bowl, and this one isn't really faulty, but isn't really working as well. Let's take it to the mat, and I'll show you what I mean. So here is my Tomy Compu-Bowl, and somewhere here on the screen I will show you Eternal Electronics short on how it's actually supposed to work.
And we're going to take a look at the 1979 Compu-Bowl by Tomy. Now this one has lights, but everything else is mechanical. So the lever on the right winds up the spring pressure, and the one on the left resets the bowling pins. On the bottom you have a button to throw, and a button to curve. Try to get the timing right. Picked up the spare.
And just a quick shout out to Eternal Electronics. It's a cool channel that focuses mainly on vintage electronics, many handheld games and such, so if you're interested in that, go check out his channel, link in the description. And now, let me show you how mine works. So I turn it on, that works. Hold on a second. Okay, so we have one pin here I think I need to reset, that's right. And if you look down here, we actually don't have the bowling ball. So something's wrong with this mechanic, maybe the LED is broken or something, I don't know. But it still plays as intended. Okay, I missed that one. And you see, I got a couple of pins, so it mainly works, but it doesn't show you the ball going from here up. Yeah, depending on how you play. So let's take it apart and see what's wrong with it. So it looks like it's regular Phillips head screws. These holes are quite deep, so I'm gonna use a longer screwdriver. And hopefully this should come apart pretty easily. Oops. Right, I'm guessing some of this wiring, it's very thin, so it's probably broken somehow. Okay, I see what it is. If we look here, this part has come loose. That's the issue, and also this part here doesn't look too great. Yeah, this is completely gone, so we have to solder that back in place. But while we're here, we can check out a bit how it works. So here's the display with the LEDs. We have the bell here. This button releases this catch. I don't know what this does. It's not really connected to anything. Right. Let's try to get this back. Okay. Okay, so this part latches onto this, and as we can see, we release it. Okay, wait a minute. So if this part isn't released by this button, the LED doesn't move. But if it is released, it does move. And also the way it knows what it hits. I've looked at this and I can see there's some kind of button mechanism here. On this side, and maybe somewhere else, which tells the game what state to put these pins in. It's quite clever, as always with Tomy. And all the other parts look completely fine. There's a resistor here. It's under this button. Okay, this is connected to something. Okay, there are two springs under there that I don't want to touch if I don't have to. But I'm guessing, okay, so when you pull the reset button back, can you see that it releases these buttons? So somehow that tells all the LEDs to light up again. But I don't want to look too much into that. But anyway, so what we'll need to do is we'll need to fix this wire. So let's get to it. We're just gonna tend the wire. So now that part is ready to go. Now the hard part for me is I don't know exactly where the wire is broken, so I'm gonna try to find a suitable point to solder to. Worst case, we'll have to replace the whole wire. I don't know if I have a thin one like this, but we'll see. So, here is the wire that we tinned, and we need to find, if I can get it in place, where this should go. And I'm thinking I can see some copper right about here. And I want to see, no, there is no copper. Wait, let me get something to point with. There is no copper on this side, so I think we can cut this off, and then we can try to expose some of this copper and solder that into place. So let's try that. So we're taking the scissors. I'm thinking we can take it from here. That really doesn't want to cut it. There we go. It got cut. So here's the pre-tinned wire, and maybe we should also get it all into place by twisting all the copper together. As much as we can without destroying the very thin wire. There we go, that should be better. And now we have to find the wire we cut off. It should be this. So we have a little twist on this. I don't think that's too bad. This plastic is actually quite strong. I don't know how it got destroyed actually. I mean, we do have some exposed copper here, but I'm wondering will it be too short? I mean, we can always try and then try to replace the whole thing, I guess. But one problem I see as well is that it looks like they put the wire here and then melted the plastic. So that can be an issue. I'll try to expose a bit more here. Then I will twist these strands together and hopefully that will make a good enough connection to solder everything in place. Now this is interesting. This is actually not plastic, it's some sort of fiber. So that's pretty cool. Makes it a bit easier to work with as well. There we go. That's a nice chunk exposed. So I just have to, clean it up, I guess. Just make it a bit more easier to solder to. But that's a great start. So let's try to cut off some excess. If I can get a hold of it. There we go. that's as good as I think we're gonna get. So now I'm gonna try to solder these things together. Just gonna put a bit of flux on it. Maybe it's too much, but I need all the help I can get. And I can't believe how quickly that actually worked. Alright, so let's just double check the wire. It seems sturdy enough. Let's just make sure this button sits correctly. I think it does. We'll see. This one sits here to drag this. Let's just test out the mechanism. And it actually has a bit of leeway, so I think we're okay. Quick interruption. I really appreciate you being here. If you could leave a like and comment, that would be awesome. My goal for this year is to reach 100 subscribers. So if you could help me out with that, that would be awesome. And if I don't reach my goal, I'll be condemned into being this thing's bowling ball. And we wouldn't want that, would we? No. Was it this easy? Or have we forgotten something? Let's see. Now, just an FYI, the bottom screws are different from the middle and the top, just so you know. Not by much, but still. Gotta get the right screws in the right place. That's enough. So what do we think? Will we see a bowling ball here or not? Wait. Okay. We do see the bowling ball. It's great news. Strike. Awesome. So, it works. The only thing was that the wire to the LED was broken, and now it's fixed. So I'm super happy with that. An easy fix, but still tested me a bit because it was a very thin wire. So yeah, that's great. I'm super happy with that. We'll see what we do next time, and I'll see you then. Peace.